Hi everyone, it's Danielle here from Hip Kit Club, and annoyingly I put together a video, a process video for this, and for some reason it sort of chopped off the front part of the video where I was kind of doing my usual sort of intro and explaining kind of what I was going to do. So a bit annoying. Yeah, it kind of chopped off the front and then had no sound on it, which was really strange. So anyway, this is the finished article, and then what I'll do is the rest of the video seemed to work okay, so I just thought I'd better do just a little intro again, just to kind of explain what I was doing, but then what will happen is everything will change, the lighting will change, my arms will change, everything. So it'll all switcheroo, and then you'll see kind of this empty and me starting to fill it. So I mean, you didn't really miss too much in the beginning. I was probably just waffling away. I was tasked to put this together basically using the Pocket Life kit, and mainly focusing on the Pink Paislee paper and embellishments. So the embellishments, Pink Paislee embellishments, are like these guys, somewhere, and that's one of the Pink Paislee papers. So yeah, I have incorporated them into it. Sorry, I'm just wondering what she's doing. I don't know where she is. Oh, I see her head. She's fine. she's chasing a straw. So yeah, what else? I'm trying to think what else I might have said in the beginning. Probably not too much. Annoyingly, I would have shown you the things that I'm putting in here, but I've already put them in here. So yeah, but the other part of the video is as per usual, and I will kind of talk through the process, and I'll be filling this all in, so I won't show the reverse side now because then you'll see me naturally put that together. So yeah, bit annoying, bit weird, so it feels quite disjointed doing it this way, and yeah, the lighting's different because I'm now filming this in the evening where I was filming the other part in the daytime. So yeah, apologies if the lighting changes and a couple of bits sort of are weird. We'll just roll with it. So yeah, sorry about that. Bit annoying, but you know, that's what happens with me and technology. It doesn't always work perfectly in harmony. So yeah, I'll pop off, and then when I come back it will be business as usual, and I'll be kind of starting to kind of pop all this together. So yeah, okay guys, lots of love, and I'll see you later. Well, I'll see you precisely now. Bye. Okay, so I'm back, and yeah, I've been having a little play, as you can see. I decided what I'm going to do is do basically like 3 photos on each side. So I picked kind of 3 for this side, and then I've got 3 for the other side, and I'm kind of trying to keep in like a theme of sorts. So basically, like this one is from our honeymoon. And this one too, so I'm basically gonna like back those 2 on each other. Then I've got like one of my husband just like on his own, and then I've got another one of him with crazy glasses on that he borrowed off a friend. So I'm gonna kind of back those 2, and then I've got a sort of one of me and him at a friend's wedding, and then I've got another one of us that's also from our honeymoon. So I'm gonna kind of back those 2, so they'll basically end up with sort of a honeymoon one, with kind of me, I'm like in the corner there wandering off, and then like another one of me, and then 2 of him, and then 2 of the both of us. So that's kind of my thinking. Because I quite like things to kind of flow quite nicely, so I like the reverse to still have, whoops, so I'm kicking the cabinet under my desk. Yeah, still I like to have things sort of flow and kind of mirror each other quite nicely. So equally, I've kind of gone through the sort of Pink Fresh bits and pieces. I have gone through the Pink Fresh bits and pieces. I've gone through the Vickers sort of Pink Paisley. That's the words I'm looking for. There's too many pinks. The Pink Paisley So Lucky, I think it's called, this range. Oh, Lucky Us. So it's Pink Paislee Lucky Us. So it's the kind of Valentine's Day sort of hearts kind of themed one. So I've got a sweetheart, and then all the feels. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to back those two without having anything sort of in between them, so sort of fully on the reverse. Because when I do pocket pages, I quite like having sort of lots of space for everything to breathe. I don't like having every single section be backed with paper. It's just a personal preference, and sort of seeing various versions over the years, and I don't know, I just think there's something really nice about seeing through the sort of pages. So yeah, it's a total weird thing that I have, but I don't know, I just think it's really nice, and it's just like having a lot of white and having a lot of space. And yeah, I think it's probably something I've like inherited through my mother, because she's the same, and then also from watching a lot of sort of Sue's Fish over the years. It's the same sort of situation where she likes a lot of white space and then the colour, and I totally agree that it just gives everything room to breathe, and it just, you're able to see everything then. I think if you kind of pack on everything, you kind of lose all the individual elements, and everything's so gorgeous. You don't want to kind of be like, whoa, what's that? Oh, too much stuff, you know. You want to kind of be able to just see all the nice bits. So yeah, there's a whole lot of words to say basically that I kind of like leaving things slightly empty. So I mean, don't panic too much, because I have plans for these two. In here I'm thinking these stickers are these puffy stickers are quite small. There might be room for me to pop in here, just like straight stick down. I'm thinking like Dance Like No One's Watching, just on the top. So, and then I might have to back that one with paper on the other side, or even just white paper maybe, or something, just so, yeah. Although, you know, I don't really mind too much that the reverse will be showing through, because you'll still be able to know what it says. But yeah, so I'm going to have a little think about that, but I'm thinking about sticking the stickers straight down on top of here, with maybe, this is just for my stash of little paper clips. So yeah, I'm thinking I might try to do something like that there. I'm going to use this kind of wavy I'm so glad we matched, and kind of overlay. So I like to stick things on top of pockets and inside them too. I've got these little hearts that I just punched out using my little heart stamp, so I might put a couple of those in here, just so there's kind of something going on in this pocket as well. I've got a couple of little buttons from my stash, and just some plain white sequins from my stash as well. So again, just kind of keeping things quite minimal and quite white and clean, which is one of the reasons I picked this big sticker here as well, actually, because it's mostly white. But I'm just picking up the colours. If you kind of see, I like to try and pick the colours out of the kit again. So I've got like yellow, there's yellow in this picture, so that works quite nice. I've got sort of black and white here, but there's a floral print too, because my husband's wearing sort of a floral shirt, so you know, that's quite nice. I've got the pink and the pink. I just chopped one of those little pockets up, so I might try and think of something I can just pop in that little pouch there as well. But yeah, so I'm just trying to keep things within that colour palette. I did have a quick reread of the sort of what I needed to do for this sort of layout, and it did mention saying I'm using the Pink Paislee Lucky Us paper and embellishments. So even though I'm not using the main kit, I'm using the Pocket Life kit, I've just got a little bit of the Pink Paislee paper in there, so that's off of the reverse of this So Lucky number 8. So yeah, so I've got that one in there as well, just as a kind of little nod to that part of it, because I'm using the stickers. These are all from the Pocket Life cards. So this yellow is from one of the Pocket Life cards, this pink is too, this, and then I've just got some more that I've just chopped up extra bits for the reverse side. So this little rainbow was from one of the Pocket Life cards. Same for, whoops, cat hair on everything. With little stripes on this one too, and more of the florals. So yeah, I've just got those kind of ready. Those are my photos for the other side. That'll be on the reverse, and then I'll just have a little think about the kind of other elements, because I also have these super cute little stickers here. So again, I might try, you know, like this green goes with this green here, not afraid to try, you know. We've got sort of some that will reverse on each other quite nicely too, so if I can see that I can do like, you know, one thing and then on the reverse sides have another sticker that will work, I might look into that too. So I've got some options with these stickers too, because I do want to use these. Particularly the florals are really pretty too, so I could even just do a floral, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little ponder as I do. And I've also got these enamel dots too, so I could always pop a couple of enamel dots on some things as well. So yeah, I've got options. So I'm gonna first thing I'll do is sort of pop the existing bits in the pouches. I might round off perhaps some of the corners on these, so yeah, I'll do that, I think. Oops. And then I will come back and we'll kind of crack on a little bit. I might try and stick the puffy stickers on off camera, just because that might be a pain and you don't need to see me trying to stick stickers down and moving them around 40 times. So yeah, I'll be back in a sec when I've kind of tidied things up a little bit. Okay, bye. Okay, so yeah, I had to have a play around again because I had stuck a few things down and then was like, no, don't know now. So yeah, I've been moving stuff around again as I do. I stuck on the puffies, and I originally stuck them over here and then had this at the end, but then I kind of had this weird space in the middle where nothing was going on. It felt a bit strange, so I kind of figured, you know, the kind of two things weren't kind of connected then, so I had this kind of picture and the wording that didn't really feel like it was part of anything. So I've kind of changed tact and put it here, and then I've just popped a couple of just white sequins behind it, so it'll just break it up on the other side, and then it just gives something of interest in this pocket too. So while I was also having a play, I was using this going through the sticker sheet, and I found this little bit that says "I love this part," which works well because not only is we having a great time together dancing, but also like works quite well with sort of, I love this bit, you know, when you're dancing to a song. So yeah, so that's quite good. So I've got that to go on there. I've rounded off the edges of my photographs and the papers, and on this one I backed it with one of the other little bits of one of the other journal cards, and this tape we've got, and this sort of sparkly tape, I just kind of looped a piece and then sandwiched it in between the two and stapled it there, so it's kind of like a little tab. So that's cute, and then it kind of works well because I've got a couple of little bits of silver, you know, with the other paper clip too, so it just sort of, it flows quite nicely then. I added a couple of beads in with my buttons instead of the sequins because I'd moved those down here. So again, that just kind of, I'm kind of picking up elements of the black and white from the photos too, because I kind of, if I use a colour, I don't want to have it be the only instance of that happening. So yeah, I'm kind of just picking up the black and white in the photos and the black and white in this here. So it works quite well. I've got this one to go here, this You Won My Heart, and yeah, I'm just going to kind of put a couple of bits down. I found these little florals which were cute that I might sort of have like poking out the pocket. So yeah, so I've just got to, this is kind of the rough way I think this is going to end up. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of stick these bits down, and then I'll flip it over and I'll start working on the reverse side. So yeah, you'll be able to kind of see how I deal with kind of covering up some bits and pieces from this side. Okay. Cool. I'm kind of losing the light a little bit as well, so I'm sorry if it's suddenly got a bit dark. But yeah, I'll be back in a mo. Okay, with the other side. All right, bye. Okay, so yeah, I'm finished now on this side. So everything's sort of all tidied up mostly. I might just add some sort of more enamel dots. I've just popped two here for now, and then yeah, and then I'll have a quick spin because I'm just thinking that maybe something else here. But yeah, so I'll just I'll flip over. So at the moment you can kind of see it's quite plain on here. So I've got the reverse of the sort of squares that were taken up by photographs. I'm going to kind of add the other photographs to you, if you can see what I mean. So I've got a white one here, so I'm just going to add like these ones in. Oops, like that. I've got this big white circle from where the sticker was on the reverse side. So I've cut out one of the journal cards to kind of replicate a circle on this side. Kind of picking out some of the blues from the bits and pieces from the picture. I've got that other heart that should hopefully kind of mostly cover the reverse of the one that's on the front. I've got that cute Love is Sweet that I was thinking about maybe popping on top of there, unless I can find like a sticker in here to go on there. I do like that one day at a time. So yeah, I'm not too sure. And I had that little floral as well, so I had the floral on the other side, so I was thinking maybe I could pop one there too. And then I just need to work out what to do about this. So I mean, I have got enamel dots to kind of reverse over the enamel dots that I used on the other side, so I could do that. Colour wise, they don't quite match, like that yellow is a bit too bright, and the pink's not quite this pink, so I might have to stick for more of a kind of bluey vibe. Yeah, I could do a little pink, and then it's not so sort of obvious that it doesn't quite match. So that's quite cute. So that kind of covers up that reverse. I've got those sequins. I mean, they kind of work. It covers up mostly that, so I'm not going to sort of stress myself out too much about the fact that the text is showing through on the reverse, because, you know, there ain't enough hours in the day to worry about that kind of thing, so I'm not going to let it get me het up. So let's just stick this one on the reverse here. Oops. And they kind of mostly cover one another, so that's cute. Yeah, I think. Oops. And I have got these little guys as well, so yeah, I was wondering about one day at a time. I'm not sure, because it's a bit blue on blue, isn't it? I quite like the pink, because it's a bit too big, and I don't want two next to each other. Yeah, it's a bit too big for that photo because it kind of covers our legs. It's a bit too big for that one. It kind of covers most of his face. So yeah, maybe I will keep it there. I mean, I know it's one down, but I'd rather have it down than across for my own weird reasons. Yeah, so I've got those. That camera is really sweet too, so I could always have that there. Or a little today. Joyful heart. There's a few cute stickers on there. I mean, I obviously don't want to use everything on one layout, but they are very sweet. So what I'll do is I will poke off and I'll put these together and I'll slide them in, and then I'll start having a little think about this. I was thinking maybe chopping up a little piece of paper into kind of almost like a banner, so I might have to just try to do that with one of the journal cards. I've got those ones. That's quite sweet. So yeah, I could try and bring in a colour, maybe some green. So yeah, I have got that one too, which is really sweet, but it might be a little bit too busy for this side, which is a shame because it's really lovely. Unless I could back it with that one. It is cute. So yeah, I'll have a little think. I'll go away. I'll be back in a second when I made a decision. Okay, I don't want to lose the light. I'm so worried about losing the light. I could switch on my big light, but then I just worry that the colours will be totally different. So yeah. Anyway, I'll be back in a mo. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I've pretty much put everything down now, I think. I chopped up a little bit of that journal card to just make this little kind of flag banner thing. I've added some stickers on this to do this keep growing with this little floral motif. I've added a little heart to the picture of me and my husband on holiday, and just used the reverse of the paperclip on the other side to kind of hold that down. And then stuck down that Love is Sweet, and also just added a little refresh to that little photo there, because I felt like it kind of needed a little something. So yeah, so that's on there. And then it was just about finishing touches really. So I was wondering about maybe writing like love on here, because this looks a little bit like it needs something little going on. So yeah, I thought maybe I'd do a little, oops, little love on here. It's quite funny doing all these kind of Valentine's Day things, because I don't really do well, me and my husband, we don't really do Valentine's Day. We just sort of kind of just do little treats here and there throughout the year, which is nice. So yeah, if he's like going out and he's going to the shop or something, he'll just pick me up a chocolate bar that he knows I like. And if I'm like going to the shops or something after work, I'll pick him up a little something as like a little treat here and there. So we just kind of do that instead, and then really kind of do birthdays and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good. It's been quite funny doing kind of lots of love sort of centric stuff. Because yeah, I know it feels funny to sort of say, you know, married for 10 years, but you know, I do love him a lot, but we don't really do sort of big grand gestures of love all that much. So so yeah, it's just been quite funny putting these kinds of things together, and it kind of feels a little bit nuts. He did come up earlier and have a little look at what I was up to. It's like, okay. Bless him. Whoops. He doesn't really like having his photograph taken or put on things, so it makes it quite difficult to kind of do layouts with him on them a lot, because yeah, he's just he's like, oh no, don't use that photo. I'm like, oh okay, sorry. So yeah, it's quite hard sometimes to kind of sneak them in here and there without him getting too annoyed. Bless him. But he does let me do it, so you know, it's not all that bad. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy with the kind of embellishments and bits and pieces. I was just trying to see if there were any more colours I could bring in from anything. Do you like that? That's real cute. Those hearts would kind of cover it a little bit. But I don't know if I'm now just sort of trying to add stuff for adding's sake, you know? How you can get a bit carried away. So let's just see what we've got. So if I flip this over. So I added this, my heart is so full on here as well, because actually the colours perfectly matched with the sand. It was crazy how close that is, and that colour with the roof. So yeah, so just added that on there. And I don't think I've added anything else on this side actually. I kind of kept looking at it thinking, did I need to add anything? Part of me was wondering about adding some colours in here, but then, you know, I already have sort of 2 shaker pockets going on. How many pockets do you need, you know? So again, you know, sometimes you just need to kind of think if you really do need to add anything else, or if you're just kind of doing it for the sake of doing it. I had that speech bubble there and I was wondering, but I have then got the text here, so yeah, I think I might just stop and leave it alone. So yeah, I think I'm done, which is exciting. So yeah, so there we go. So I've kind of got all my elements in there, and a lot of white space, as I said before. Like, you know, it's nice to just have these kinds of gaps and have everything be able to breathe a bit. So I hope that kind of makes sense and kind of comes through on this little layout. But yeah, and I guess I will I'll leave it there, guys. Okay. I hope you're having a fab weekend and a lovely day, and yeah, I'll be back again soon with another layout. And yeah, I think I've got a couple more weeks of using the lovely January kit, so you'll see perhaps 2 more from me with that kit. So so yeah, so that'll be fun. And in the meantime, yeah, stay well, and yeah, and have a good one, guys. Okay, and I'll be back again in a bit. All right then, lots of love. Take care. Bye.